Hey you guys, we are back with another video once again. My name is Brian, for those that are new to my channel. And I help people change their perspective on what it means to live life in a way that is true to you. So this goes out especially to a lot of highly sensitive people and introverts that feel that they need to change themselves in order to fit into society. So for example, in order to be successful, right? You need to read a lot of books. You need to wear fancy suits and clothing. You need to learn how to talk to people. You need to be charismatic and outgoing. There's a lot of criteria that surrounds how to be successful in life. And so a lot of people fall into this trap of believing that they have to change who they are in order to become someone of success in society, to be respected and to be listened to. But the way I like to think about it is that humans are like flowers. We require a certain environment and conditions in order to thrive. Saying that we need to change in order to blossom is like putting a flower in the middle of a desert and saying that it's the flower's fault because it isn't able to handle the harsh conditions. In reality, what we should be doing is creating an environment which is conducive to the growth of the flower, depending on its individual needs. Society has made it so that we have to force ourselves as humans to be planted in desert-like environments, and we are expected to thrive. And the biggest justification for this is that you see other people doing it, right? You see other people succeeding, even though they are thrown to the desert. Or so that's how it looks, when in reality we don't know the full story. Social media and uploading videos and images and pictures and even telling your life story. You don't mention all of the small details that go into the success behind your journey. You only mention the things that make you sound good, so that you can be a role model and to be inspirational to other people. You don't mention about the time your uncle gave you a $20,000 loan to help bail you out of your failing business. You don't talk about the fact that you grew up in a family where every single one of your ancestors was a successful businessman, and so you're able to leverage their connections in your own business to help it with its growth. You don't mention that you're privileged to be able to connect to many other like-minded individuals whom could help you with your weaknesses in areas that you would otherwise fail in. And so there's a lot of small details that we don't look at when we're comparing ourselves to other people. We are flowers, and we're comparing ourselves to cactuses. We look at the cactus and say, oh, the cactus is also a plant, so by all means I should be able to thrive as well, right? There's no reason for me not to thrive, because I'm also a plant. The cactus is also a plant. The cactus can do it, so can I, right? But we don't realize that we are flowers. We are introverts. We are sensitive. Flowers bloom and come in many colors. A cactus does not. And so the intended outcome for each and every one of us is supposed to be different. Those that require more sunlight, more water, more support, they require it because it's needed for a purpose. We are meant to blossom into a very colorful and visually appealing type of plant. Where a cactus exists only really to store water for other species of animals and life to kind of feed off it. So if you want to be successful and live life on your own terms, you need to redefine what your identity is, which is very difficult when you've been told your entire life what you should be like, what your identity should be like, because that's what's going to lead you to success. But as you may know, that hasn't been working for you. You've tried it. If you're watching this video, up until the point where you were born, to the point in which you're watching this video now, you've probably noticed that the identity that society and your parents have created for you doesn't seem to be working that well anymore. If anything, you're shifting to a new identity. You don't know who you are. You're kind of lost. And you're kind of without guidance as to who you should become and what path you should take. Well, that's because the universe is giving you time now to discover your true identity. You have no guidance because you are your own guidance. You have no identity because you're the one who's supposed to build it. You've had a taste of everything that doesn't align with you and some things that do align with you. And so now it's up to you to filter out what is it that you want and what is it that you don't want. And then to base your identity, to base your beliefs, to base your own self-image on those things. If you don't like to identify with a certain label, don't identify yourself with it, even if you have the same traits and characteristics. There's many types of plants out there that have similar characteristics in common, but they're not the same plant. And you can tell when you look at their outer structure. Not all trees look the same, even though they all require the same forms of sustenance. There's different types of trees that come in different colors, different heights, different purposes for their environment. So if you're ever stuck feeling like you don't know what your identity is, you don't know where to go, and when you feel bad because you're comparing yourself to everyone around you, and no one else is doing the same thing that you are, then it's time to find people that provide you with evidence that it's okay to be who you are. That means finding people who may be a bit more eccentric, who maybe don't fit in with the crowd. You see other people doing it, you find evidence of that. They'll give you the motivation and permission to be who you want to be as well. And that will lead you to have more confidence in yourself, to find yourself, and have much more happiness in your life. Remember that a flower blooms in the spring. You might be looking at your life in the season of winter and wondering why nothing's happening. Sometimes you just have to be patient and wait until the seasons change and the conditions are right so that you can grow into what you're supposed to become. That's it from me. I hope you all found value from this video. Hope you're having a wonderful start of May. I think we're in the middle of May now, but almost the middle of May. But yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful 2023 now going on so far. Hope you're taking a lot of time of your day to rest and relax, get away from the daily grind, and remember that rest is just as important as working hard. The weather is starting to get much warmer now here, which is really good. Starting to get out more into nature, into riding around town, just getting lost and going on an adventure. And so when the future comes, and when those adventures do happen, look out for them, and I'll try to bring you all along with me, and any kind of lessons that may be appropriate on those given dates. Love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, and namaste. See you in the next video. Peace out.